In our P1 project, we were given the task to find and solve a problem with the semester theme of making memories. Our problem area had to do with digital diaries, and our constraints were the use of gamification. We decided that our target group for our final solution would be young adults between the age of 18 to 30. With those constraints in mind, we began gathering background research in order to have a base for our initial problem formulation. During this research, we primarily focused on the different ways a person can create memories, how these memories can be represented, and which typical problems, including advantages and disadvantages, a digital diary can have over a traditional diary. With the information gathered from the background research, we executed a series of qualitative context interviews with potential stakeholders in order to uncover which problems they faced when logging dinners and why. After this, we created an online survey to uncover the extent of the problem. From the answers, we could see that this was a problem for about 40% of the people in our target group who participated in the survey. The primary issue seemed to be spending too much time on deciding what to make for dinner. From this problem, we created the following problem formulation. How can people be enabled to use their memories to reduce the length of the decision-making process regarding the choice of dinner in a motivational way that encourages continual logging of memories, while still adhering to the priorities regarding the decision process of what to make for dinner? After this, we looked into the success criteria that should be fulfilled if the solution was to be deemed successful. Apply the user's priorities from the decision process when suggesting dinners. Make the decision process regarding what to make for dinner take a shorter amount of time than without it. Motivate users to create memories with the prototype on a daily basis through the use of gamification. And the user should be able to personalize rules related to their priorities for influencing the suggested dinner. To solve this issue, we wanted to design an app intended to provide the user with recommendations for potential dinner choices based on a previously logged meals and experiences, while still serving as a food log where users could write down their own meals. In the process of designing the app, we split up and created 3 individual prototypes, which we tested on several users using the initial mental model method. We then repeated this process so as to receive several iterations of our prototypes in order to further refine the prototype and gather sufficient feedback for its final design. Our app was created via the Android Studio IDE. For collaboration amongst team members, it was uploaded and shared on GitHub. Our app design was based on Google's material design guidelines. We chose this approach as it would make our app familiar to the typical Android user. The app was also given an XP leveling system as well as an achievement system to demonstrate our vision for meeting the gamification requirement and to motivate the user to utilize the functions of the app more frequently, like logging food or rating meals. The app was tested qualitatively using a counterbalanced field test on 3 test subjects over a period of several days. Our aim was to see whether our app reduced decision time. Our field testing group consisted of 1 female individual and 1 couple, 1 male and 1 female, both living in the center of Aalborg and all within the age range of 23 to 25 years old. Our testing group for motivation and preferences consisted of 9 male students across various educations in the age range of 18 to 30 years old. Our motivation tests were carried out by using 2 groups of testers. One group logged food entries to a solution with the gamification system embedded, and a control group did the same to an identical solution without the gamification system. The preference test was a live test which had the testers rate food suggestions given by the app with and without log entries entered prior to asking for suggestions. Our tests showed an 54% increase in the amount of meals logged over an identical app without log gamification. The app was also better at suggesting meals, as the meals which were suggested were rated a 1 point higher on a 5-point scale on average. The decision time between the 2 test subjects in the field test were reduced by respectively 1.25 seconds and 3 seconds. Though the validity of this data is questionable due to the methods utilized, these results display that our app has the plausibility for fulfilling the points of our success criteria and therefore could function as a solution to the problem with further research.